Well, good afternoon. Oh gosh, classes today. Hey everyone, good afternoon. Happy today is Wednesday. Hopefully it's a day that to win the day. Am I right? Win, WINS, not WHEN. Win. You could do that too. When will it happen? We are winning the day. Hey Courtney, what's your name? At Courtney Kimball 8449. Oh man. The trivia grant 8834. What is these numbers at the end of y'all names? What does that mean? Wednesday. Yes. What does that mean with them numbers? I don't know how to change the numbers. Yeah, I might need to get rid of them numbers. Like, what does that mean? I think that means somebody else got that handle or something. Yeah, mine doesn't have numbers at the end of mine. Let's see. Let me check. I don't think mine has numbers. Yeah, mine doesn't have numbers. So it's a way that you probably can. YouTube tags pastor. What? Courtney Kimball 1104. What in the world? Oh, I don't know. Okay. You're the broadcast. Oh, laugh out loud. Okay. Well, I didn't know that. I think when I'm under other people's too, it doesn't give numbers. But I'm gonna check and see. And see when I do it. So what was that? I don't know what the numbers mean at the back. You can see my whole back. I gotta do something with them books. It's like I got a lot going on back there. A lot going on back there. Okay. So happy Wednesday. Hopefully you're having a great day, a day, peaceful day, a day of great productivity, a day that's book giveaway, not my books. I could do a book giveaway, yes, but I would have to purchase the books. My books you cannot take. I don't even like lending out my books, but sometimes I do because I have a child who likes to read and get my books, but she borrowed one today. I feel like being like the library and make you sign in. And I just said and inform, do not highlight in my book. Because if you highlight in my book, it now becomes your book. And I'm gonna have to repurchase the book. And I don't want to have to do that. So I'd rather just buy someone a book than to lend them my book. Because I think I lent a book to Kina and I haven't gotten the book back. So yeah. So I don't lend out books. Yeah. I'll just if you want a book, I see a book, you like a book I have, I will find the book and purchase the book for you. So yes. But yeah, leaders are readers. So if you're a leader, you want to be a reader in some way, whether you listen to the book or you have the book in your hand and you read it. So where's everybody? Come on in, Saints. Yes, I know it's what time is it? It's 12:04. So we're just gonna dive in and it's gonna be within the same time frame. I'm not gonna say short, but within the same time frame, because I do want to prepare us for the breakthrough challenge, which I'll be doing soon. I'm just gathering myself with it. So today we're just gonna talk about very briefly. I always say very briefly, then it wind up being the same amount of time. So I think I'm gonna stop saying very briefly. Okay, we're gonna talk about when I woke up this morning. I woke up and I laid back down. Like I woke up, I was up for a little while, and I wound up laying back down, and the Lord dropped this in my spirit, and I know it's nobody but God. How my first words of my day, it either causes me to win my day or causes me to lose my day. And it's something that today was Wednesday. So the first words, my first words win my day. My first words win my day. And how because we're gonna go into breakthrough and how breakthrough starts with your words. Breakthrough, you set an atmosphere for breakthrough with your words. We set an atmosphere for breakthrough with our words. And our words can either cause us to win the day or it can position us to struggle throughout the day or lose the day. Um, Psalms 143 and 8. I'm going to read Psalms 143 and 8 says, cause me to hear your loving kindness in the morning, for in you do I trust. Cause me to know the way in which I should walk, for I lift up my soul to you. And what I'm talking about is what are you speaking in the morning? What are you speaking? How are you commanding your morning? How are you navigating your morning with your mouth, with your words? Because I don't know if you understand it or know it, but what we say actually frames our day. Like what I say out my mouth in the beginning of my day will set up, will set the frames or what will frame the rest of my day. And one of the things that we tend to overlook when it comes to our spiritual discipline, spiritual principles, is that the first words I speak, the first words I speak each morning will shape it will shape the atmosphere of my day. So what I speak in the morning, who I greet in the morning, what gets my attention first in the morning tends to shape the rest of my day. And that's for me. I know it's for me, it's true. Um Before, and it was a conviction for me today, before I check anything, before I grab a phone, before I open up anything on my phone, before I do anything, he should be the first. Jesus should be the first person. Holy Spirit should be the first person that I greet. That should be the first position I set my heart to. That should be the first aim. My first goal should be to honor. It should be to adore. It should be to put my focus and my attention toward him. Why? Because that is going to establish the tone of my day. That will establish the tone of my day. Who gets my attention first will establish the tone of my day. And what the enemy understands, he knows what the enemy knows and he understands is that we as believers, we tend to forget whatever controls your first thoughts, whatever controls your first words will be what sets your expectations. And the enemy, he understands that. And he understands that we miss it to know that whatever controls my first thoughts, what are your first thoughts? Think about that. What is on your mind when you first wake up? What are the first words that come out your mouth? Think about that. What are the first words? Because a lot of us wake up in the morning, the first words we say is, I'm tired. First words we say, I'm tired. I am tired. We immediately start speaking. I'm tired. I'm stressed. I don't know how this is going to work. Today is going to be a rough day. We wake up what we sometimes we tend to wake up whatever we went to bed with on our minds. And subconsciously, even when we're asleep, the thing that weighed heavy on you throughout the day or the thing that you're stressed about tends to be the first thing it rehearses in your mind. It rehearses throughout your body as you're sleeping. So when you wake up, you ever wake up tense? You ever wake up tense and you went to sleep and you was like, why do I feel so tense? It feels like I ain't getting no type of sleep. And your mind is just constantly running or rehearsing what happened, what didn't happen. Jesus, I asked the Lord to help me wake up this morning. My day has been good. Oh man, booming. Oh wow. I think it's good to end the day with Jesus. Yes, we begin the day with him. And because if you don't end the day with him, whatever you end your day with tends to be what is rehearsed while you're asleep. It tends to be one of the things that will be rehearsed. And the thing about it, when we're asleep, It's in the mind, it's in your mind, your subconscious mind. It also runs throughout your body. It also runs in your joints. It also runs throughout your body. That's why you can wake up and you're sore and you're tense because of whatever you were rehearsing and meditating on before you went to bed. So we have to be mindful of what we allow to come out of our mouths when we wake up, because the words that we speak, they're more than just emotional reactions, because you can be tired and wake up, but your words are more than that. Your words shape and it frames your day. Your words, life and death and life are in the power of the tongue. Your life, your destiny is voice activated. It's activated by what you say. Genesis, in the beginning, God created. He created by what he spoke. We have what you speak will determine what you see. What we experience will be determined by what we speak. These are your words are not just words, people. If the I am, the creator, lives, Elohim, the self-existent one, the I am that I am, live on the inside. If we speak and what we utter out of our mouths, they are declarations. What you're speaking, you're making a declaration. I am tired, right? I am stressed. You're saying you are that thing, because the I am that I am, he is. I am. You're taking on that as a declaration. You're saying I am tired. You're taking on the possession of it. You're saying this belongs to me. Tired belongs to me. Stress belongs to me. I am. Oh, I'm overwhelmed. You're taking that on as your identity. So when we say stuff out of our mouths and we attach I am, we are now taking that thing on as our identity. And what we have to understand is that your declaration, my declaration, it is shaping my atmosphere. It is shaping my atmosphere. When people say, I'm not enough, I am afraid. You're taking on a possession. You're taking that on as your identity. And words, I need us to know, words are your spiritual, your containers. What your words will allow the things to be filled, and they are your spiritual containers. Your words, my words. Proverbs 18:21 says, death and life are in the power of the tongue. Words carry substance. Our words carry, you cannot say I said, I was just playing. No, you can't be so careless and so reckless with your words. You cannot be so careless and reckless with your words. Your words carry substance. When we speak words out of whatever we're speaking, they are containers, right? Your words are containers. Now, these containers, think about it. Like, I watch a lot of police shows. I watch a lot of police shows. I watch a lot of FBI shows. And I watch a lot of sometimes cartel stuff with cartels and all that. And a lot of times they have shipping containers. And in those shipping containers, they're carrying something. It is housing something from one point or one port to another. Now, the larger the container, the more that can be stored in that container. Listen, that could be stored in that. Now, these containers, they transport, right? Your words are containers, and they're going to transport. They're going to either transport what we say out of our mouths, either fear or faith. Okay, they're going to transport either hope or despair. They're going to whatever you say. It's no gray. It's no gray when it comes to your words, right? There's no gray. There's no gray. There's no middle ground when it comes to your words. Your words either are death or they're life. Your words, death and life. It didn't say death in between life. No, death or life is in the power of your tongue. So it's either going to be one or the other. It's either going to be peace or anxiety. It's either going to be gratitude or complaint or complaining. So your words and my words are containers, and they're going to transport something. They're going to transport something. See, your mouth, my mouth, and I had to realize that, guys, because we can be reckless with this mouth. Even think about it with arguing within in the house, how we speak to our children, how we speak to our spouse. And then we are reckless with our mouth, we're careless with our mouth, and then we want to apologize later. And the words have already, listen to me, the words have already they've already planted something. Something is planted. And you may apologize. And they may, and sometimes you can apologize. And you ever known that if you garden, you can rip up a plant, and if you don't get all of the roots, if you leave a piece of the root, it can tend to grow back. And that's what I'm saying. So we have to be intentional about this. James said it, this small thing, this tongue that cannot be tamed. And I'm just speaking how I feel. No, sometimes don't speak how you feel, because we're not moved by how we feel. Let's watch our mouths. And your mouth and my mouth is what? I would say it's not the navigator, but it's the steering wheel. You know, in a car, it is the steering wheel for your soul. You understand? Like it's not what gives the car the power, like the engine or the gas. It's what gives the direction to the car. It's the instrument that can direct the car, direct the way the car goes. And that's what your mouth does. Your mouth and my mouth is the steering wheel for our souls. It's going to direct your soul. And if the first words that you speak in the morning are complaints, the first words that come out of your mouth, and you always complain, your heart will follow. Our heart will follow. Your word is going to follow. If your words is you're full of doubt, and you're full of fear, guess what? You're gonna follow. You're gonna start to make decisions based upon that. You're going to start to behave based upon that. And you ever made this and you're like, why did I make? Because of what you allowed out of your mouth. And if our first words in the morning, and if we're full of thanksgiving, guess what follows your heart? Guess what follows it? Faith. When you're grateful, when you're grateful and you have a heart of thanksgiving and gratitude, guess what? Faith follows. You attract different things when you're thankful, when you're grateful. You attract different things. Psalms 92, 1 and 2. It says, it is good to give thanks to the Lord, to declare your loving kindness in the morning. Let me read. Get it all. Psalms 92, 1 and 2. It is good to give thanks to the Lord and to sing praises to your name, O Most High, to declare your loving kindness in the morning and your faithfulness every night. What is your morning is designed? What was the primary design for your morning? What is it? To declare God's goodness based upon Psalms 92. Declaring God's goodness before confronting life's difficulties, life's challenges. We should wake up and declare God's goodness before we rehearse the wrong, before we go over the plethora of problems, all of the bills, everything we have to face, everything that we're in, everything that's going wrong. We understand, we know what's going wrong. We know it. We know what we have to have. We know when we need it by. But instead of rehearsing the wrong, let's remember what's right. Let's remember what's good. Before we focus on what's missing, what we do not have, let's focus on what we have, who we have. Before we consider and before we start talking about the lack and what's not going right, what we're lacking, let's remember what God already provided. Let's get a heart of gratitude and thanksgiving. Let's start thinking about it. Why? Because what I know is there's something that's released when you're thankful. There's I don't know whether it's I'm gonna look into it, because I don't, when you have a heart of gratitude, it's a level of energy that's released to you. It's a level of clarity that even comes in your mind. I think it recalibrates your heart when you're thankful. When you have a heart of thanksgiving, it does something it does something for your organs. It does something for your heart. It does something for your mind. It does something for your lungs when we are thankful. And that's why the enemy tends and wants us to always look at what we don't have. He want us to look at what we lack. Why? Because you will begin to complain. You will begin to have self-pity, and you will not have a heart toward God to be grateful. Grateful is healing. I think gratitude allows you, it can heal bones, it can heal sicknesses when we're grateful, when we thank God, first instead of complaining. And think about that. It shifts, it shifts not just your direction, but it shifts your attention. It change your attention goes from what the issue is to who God is. Not what the problem is to who God is. It reminds me, it's a reminder to my soul that God was faithful in the past. If he was faithful in the past, oh my God, he's the same yesterday, today, and forever. He's the ancient of days. He doesn't change. And it builds my expectation. I begin to expect him to show up and expect him to do it, expect him to move. I expect things to work together for my good. When my heart is in a posture of gratitude, and then I begin to silence the voice of the silence, that anxious voice that's speaking and telling me, oh, it ain't gonna work, oh, it's the same, it don't look like it's changing. It loses its momentum, it loses the steam behind it, and it aligns it's an alignment, it's an adjuster of the heart. Hey, Sister Val, it's an adjustment of the heart. Thanksgiving, and I want people to know, and I think that people tend to think that when we're grateful and we're thankful about a situation, we speak in those things that be not as though they were, we are denying what we see. We're not denying reality. Thanksgiving is not a denial of reality. It's not. It's not that I'm ignoring the reality. That it just means that I'm putting God above reality. I'm enthroning God in his perspective above reality. I know what I see, but I'm putting him above it. I know what I'm in right now. I know what the doctor said. I know what the bills say. I know what this says. But when I choose to be grateful in spite of, I'm putting God, I'm enthroning him above my reality. I'm just showing him that I'm grateful. And we need to get this as a morning discipline. Excuse me. And I was thinking about morning because a lot of us, we may tend to have prayer times at different hours, and we may tend to, some people are early risers, some people work, at night, and that's when they find their flow and their creativity. But when I say early risers or doing it before, it's before you start your day. Okay, it's before, because I looked it up according to the original definition of the word morning. It's the beginning of the day. Beginning. When do you begin your day? Let's say that whatever you begin your day, you need to get a discipline, a morning discipline. David said it in Psalm 5:3. My voice you shall hear in the morning. You're going to hear my voice in the morning, oh Lord. That's a principle that David understood. Look up. Let's look to God before we start looking everywhere else. That should be our I am going to, he going to hear my voice in the morning. I'm going to look to him before I look to anything else, before I look at any circumstance, before I check any email, before I go to any social media, before I do anything, before I say good morning to anybody. I am going to make sure I look up to him. I'm going to speak to him. He's going to hear my voice. I'm going to look to him because I need God to set the pace of my day. I need God to set the pace of my day, because in everything, by prayer and supplication, and it didn't end there. It said with thanksgiving, I'm going to be, as I pray, as I give my supplication, I am going to be thankful. I am setting my day knowing that I have to some of us need to put a muzzle on our mouths until you could become more intentional and be trusted with your mouth, be trusted with your words. Because a lot of what we're facing today is because of what we said out of our mouths. And I need us to be aware and know that your mouth and my mouth, our mouths is what frames our day. What we allow out of our mouths is what frames our day. Okay, is what we and why does this matter? Because breakthrough, what we want breakthrough in, this is attached to it. This is attached to it. I want breakthrough in certain areas of my life. This is attached to it. My mouth. Breakthrough is going to start with what? Changing changing it. It's going to begin with changing what? Your mouth. The atmosphere of your heart, your atmosphere. And it comes at what comes out of your mouth. And one of the fastest ways to shift your atmosphere is with Thanksgiving. Being grateful, being grateful, being grateful. That's one of the fastest ways to change your atmosphere is being grateful. Because guess what? You cannot consistently complain and expect to live in faith. We cannot expect to consistently complain and allow loose lips, is what they say. Allow our lips to be loose and expect breakthrough. We cannot expect problems to change, and we're not intentional with what we say out of our mouths. We cannot rehearse problems all day, issues all day, and expect peace all day. How do you expect to gather and gain peace if all you do is complain? Because breakthrough starts when what? When your mouth, my mouth, comes in agreement with God. In agreement. So guess what? Practical. Let's get practical. Practical morning breakthrough. What is a practical morning breakthrough? For me, it is before I do anything. Before I do anything, check anything, speak to anybody, I have to do something. I have to be intentional. I have to be intentional with what? I gotta thank my Father. For what? For first what? The gift of the day. It's a new day. I'm thanking him for a new day. And then what? New mercies that come with this day. Right? It's a new day. I'm thanking him for that. And I'm not gonna wait. I know it's a new day, and I know the same problems I had yesterday gonna be there today, but it's still a new day. And with this new day comes what? New mercies. And what? He's faithful, right? He's faithful. And then what? I asked him, you got to go before me this day. I need you to go before me. And as you go before me, I'm gonna trust you. I'm gonna trust you. And I'm gonna trust that this day, not just it don't belong to me. This day belong to you. This day belong to you. And everything that I need for this day, you're going to supply. And not even that you're going to supply. I expect your goodness in this day. I expect to receive and walk in your goodness this day. Because I'm giving this day to you. Because it's your day anyway. And these are simple things that I got to rehearse over I got to. Why? Because I don't know, but I need breakthrough. I need breakthrough. I need breakthrough. So the first word you speak each morning, let's think this. The first word you speak each morning, these are your seeds, right? Let's think. Your words are seeds. My words are my seeds. And I have to be intentional with what I'm sowing in my day. What I'm sowing in my day. Because these words are seeds and I'm sowing them. So I want to be intentional about my words because they're not just words. They're what? Declarations. And if we begin with Thanksgiving, right? We begin our day, our seeds of Thanksgiving. We're planting seeds of Thanksgiving throughout the day. We're planting seeds. I'm planting seeds. I'm planting seeds of faith. I'm planting seeds of peace. I'm planting seeds of expectation. This is what I'm planting. I'm not going to speak this and then I'm going to start complaining and murmuring because now what I'm doing, the things I'm planting, I'm uprooting I'm throwing the seeds I planted. I say, I believe God, then I don't know if he's going to do it. I'm throwing seeds of faith. I'm throwing seeds of doubt and negativity. And when the rain comes, when the water comes, guess what? Both of those things are being watered. And most of the time, if the seeds that you spoke were more negative, they're going to snuff out. They're going to cover the seed. And then what? What you believed and what you were hoping for, it's going to be stuffed up, covered up, snuffed out, and you're not going to see it. So what are you saying today? Your first words, the words you speak, are going to frame your day. And we're going to have, the Bible says, whatever you shall say, whatever you say, right? Good in evil, whatever it is you're going to have. So we're going to what? We're going to choose to be grateful. We're going to choose to thank God. And we're going to choose to keep our focus, make him first priority, make him our focus and our aim in the beginning of the day. So, Father, we thank you that before we seek an answer for anything, before we expect anything to change in our lives, before any circumstances change, we thank you because you are faithful. We thank you because you are faithful. So today we choose gratitude. We choose to use our mouths to release blessings. We choose to use our mouths to release gratitude and thanksgiving, to honor and to glorify you. We will be not anxious concerning anything, but through prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, we'll make our requests known to you. We are choosing to walk in faith over fear. We are choosing to praise you instead of complain. We are choosing that this day belongs to you. We are expecting your goodness in this day. We expecting you to meet us in this day. We expecting you to supply our daily bread, our daily needs in every area of our lives on this day, because we choose to give this day back to you because it belongs to you and you're going to govern it. You're going to allow us to walk in your goodness this day. In Jesus' name, amen and amen. Don't forget, I am still working through some I wouldn't say kinks, because I'm going out to Maryland for our Pentecost Sunday this Sunday. So I'm going to be out of town for the week, but I'm trying to see when I can do the breakthrough challenge. So yeah, trying to see when I can actually do it. Do you guys prefer um to do it like we do midday manna, like at 12 noon, or would y'all prefer to do it after the last challenge that was at what, 6:30, right? 6:30. I think 6 o'clock. Yep. 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Okay, do y'all prefer to do it midday manna's time, which is 12? We would do it 12 o'clock, not every day, because Monday I'm not. So it'll be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I mean, I got to figure out the days. So probably be, if we do it midday manna time, we'll be doing it on Wednesdays and Thursdays. So 2 days, Wednesdays and Thursdays. Wednesdays and Thursdays. And if we do it after hours, like in the evening, it will be on Thursday, not Wednesday and Thursday. So it'll be each Thursday opposed to Wednesday and Thursday. I need y'all to let me know what y'all think. Midday manna time or after hours time. Oh, I'm waiting for the chat, and then I'm logging off. And if nobody responds, then I'll just go with what I think is best. I'm trying to get you guys' input. This ponytail is tight. Ooh, it's tight. Is anybody typing? Okay, so I'm just gonna go with what I think, because ain't nobody typing. Maybe y'all working. Like, I don't know. Like, do y'all be at work and stuff? Okay, so people must be working, or I don't know. Okay, so I'll go with what I know. Love you guys. What's today? Wednesday. See y'all tomorrow, Thursday at 12. And you guys be blessed.